Being ugly as a woman really sucks. Being an ugly woman sucks so much. No one gives me a chance to prove my worth. They just dismiss me the instant they see me. I know I'm a decent person with a decent personality and that I'd make a decent partner, but those qualities seem to be useless without good looks. I'm quite intelligent, I'm kind and empathetic, I'm witty, and can keep a conversation flowing. I'm studying in a promising field, yet no one has ever wanted to be my partner, which really sucks as I'm reaching my mid-20s. Never had a boyfriend, never kissed anyone, never even been on a date, never been asked out. Guys just look at me and go, no, and then that door is closed. And yes, I've tried doing the asking, and I've gotten rejected every time. I'm fucking invisible, and not only in the dating world. In group settings people don't even look at me when talking because apparently I'm too discomfiting to behold. Even my supervisor chooses to talk primarily to my more attractive classmate when speaking to us both, despite me being engaged in the conversations. I ask a question, and it's answered as if someone else presented it. It's like I don't even exist. My own best friend has now ditched me to simp on someone with a very similar personality but better looks. And no, losing weight will not help. I'm already fit. When I say ugly, I mean actually ugly. I mean bad face structures that only surgery might fix ugly. I also already have a good dressing style, so there's that. There's literally nothing more I can change, and I don't want to wear makeup to the point of catfishing for someone to find me date-worthy. Before any of you go, it sucks to be an ugly guy too. Yeah, I'm sure it sucks and that you guys face similar problems, but honestly, how many of you know of ugly women finding hot boyfriends? Because personally I can't think of a single case, but the opposite exists in abundance. It is of my opinion that women do give men with nice personalities a chance, but the opposite happens very rarely. And please don't tell me that attractive people face issues too. Like, yeah, I know, obviously it must suck to always have someone drooling over you, but come on, would someone attractive ever choose to be ugly? No, never. And I think that alone is enough answer to the question of whether it's better to be pretty or ugly. It really sucks to be an ugly woman when beauty is the one characteristic that society expects the most from the female gender. I did not expect this to gain so much traction. This is the most male attention I'll ever get, lol. Thanks to everyone leaving kind comments and messages, I really appreciate it. I'm not going to reply to everyone because the sheer amount of comments is frankly very overwhelming. Sorry, but please know that I'm very thankful for your kindness. A lot of people are asking for pictures, but seeing as this post has been viewed by over 2 million people in just a few hours, I'll pass. If someone I know were to see this, my remaining confidence would evaporate and I might just start digging a hole to bury myself in now. But I can reassure you that I own a mirror, more than one, actually, and can conclude that I'm most definitely on team unattractive. On another note, a lot of people seem devoid of basic reading comprehension, which is a little concerning. I brought up the comparison between men and women dating a hotter partner only to make the point that women seem more likely to give an ugly guy a chance. Some people took that as a personal offense and berated me for not going for ugly guys. Well, as a matter of fact, I would. If we got along well, I would date an ugly guy, and I would probably find him becoming more attractive to me. Regarding the ugly women have it more difficult part, I simply meant it as in ugly women are dismissed quicker than ugly men. In a professional setting especially, an ugly woman may be seen as incompetent due to not being able to present an attractive look. I know that men struggle too, and I feel for you guys. I just don't believe you are judged as harshly as women based only on looks. Finally, to the person asking to make out with my ass, I'll pass, but the DM got a confused chuckle out of me, so thanks I guess. All of the people in this comment section saying, yeah it sucks brr, insert group, has it just as bad / worse, are proving this girl's point bro. She knows she's not the only one to struggle. Let the poor girl vent in peace. Okay, grab something to throw at me for saying this, but have you tried dating the visually impaired? I'm partially blind. I still function more or less normally. I walk without a cane. I don't run into walls, etc. But there's a ton of blind spots in my vision. So if I sit in front of someone, I don't see their face. I can't. I see pieces, like a jigsaw. One eye, one eyebrow, piece of the nose, corner of the mouth. I can't really tell if someone is ugly or not. I basically assemble their face in my head from separate pieces. Most people I identify by body shape, gait, and voice. Hey, I like the cut of your jib. Since you do not want people to try to dissuade you from feeling as if you are unattractive, I would like to compliment you on something incredibly important. You sound intelligent and can write well. That is rad. Think about all of the people that are dumb and ugly. And if people were given a choice between intelligence and looks, the vast majority would choose intelligence. I agree. When I was a teenager and saw myself on video for the first time, I realized I was unattractive, and it was shocking but a good wake-up call. I decided to stop aiming for beautiful and to aim for intelligent. It has served me well in life. I spend my money on assets while my peers get plastic surgery and buy expensive depreciating goods like expensive cars they can't afford or clothes. I worked on my mental health and confidence in my mid-20s. I became confident despite being the ugliest person in the room sometimes. But who cares? Think about rich and famous people who don't fit society's standards, who are still happy and had partners. I met my husband while volunteering, and instead of focusing on looks, I paid attention to his actions and how others described him. I am very glad I worked on my emotional and mental health prior to meeting him so we can have a healthy and respectful relationship. Insecurity and anxiety can destroy even the healthiest relationship. Society is obsessed with looks and vanity. It is an act of rebellion and self-love to reject the status quo. Lean into being weird and grow your strong traits. Wear your strengths with confidence and pride and give yourself grace for everything else. Work on your mental health, confidence, emotional health, and resilience. I swear most of the jobs have paid me to utilize these skills more than anything else. I think what you're saying has a good sentiment behind it, but I disagree that most PPL would choose intelligence over looks. At least when it comes to men, I know that 8/10 of my friends would be happy with a total idiot as long as she's attractive, and judging by pop culture right now, that's the case for most of the youth. Our entire society is hyper-focused on public perception. It shouldn't be a surprise that we place so much value on attractiveness. My personal issue is that beauty standards are becoming somehow even more horrific than they used to be. Models these days are either incredibly skinny or abhorrently over-sexualized. I thought we were approaching a normal standard, but it seems like shit's gone off the rails since the OnlyFans craze. Hang in there, I'm a total 5, and I married a 10, but but it didn't happen until my 30s. Focus on growing as a person. Go places, do things, learn new stuff. Constantly. When it hits ya, it'll knock your socks off. Best of luck. Pretty privilege is real. It doesn't help that women are attracted to status/wealth/power while men are attracted to looks, generally speaking. Sorry you're experiencing this. Edit. Okay, first off, I'm a woman. Second off, I did not know that the comment would attract so many people who are mad. Notice how I used the word generally. Of course there are exceptions. Duh. But please, by all means, point me to all the prolific lists of men ranking women on a scale of 1 to 10 based on their academic or professional achievements. Because men are so well known for their ratings of those big, luscious, bouncing credentials lol. Yes, women like attractive men. Women, generally speaking, like achievements and competence more. Think of the most famous men who get all the girls. They're not usually hot. They're rich or successful. You think Musk has 4 different baby mamas because he's hot? If so, get your eyes checked. The dude is an eyesore. I remember seeing people who I thought were way more ugly than me, and they would get attractive partners. These people all had something I lacked. They all had self-confidence. Self-confidence is attractive. Once I realized I lacked self-confidence in my looks, I realized how it affected me in so many other areas of my life. Once I started to work on my own self-confidence. Once I started to love who I was regardless of looks, I projected self-confidence, and suddenly I noticed people looked me in my eye more, and the opposite sex started to notice me more. Love everything about you, because if you don't, nobody else will. Yeah, this is why I hate it when people say that women have it so easy when it comes to dating. When they say that, they're thinking only about pretty women. Edit. To all the people saying that all women, regardless of looks, can have sex whenever she wants, I and the OP aren't talking about hookups. We're talking about forming lifelong, meaningful relationships, not one-night stands. Jesus.